If you've been waking up every morning already tired, if your mind feels foggy before you even finish your first cup of coffee, if you've started noticing that your motivation, your drive, your focus, your energy, all of it, just isn't what it used to be, then this message is for you. Because what you're feeling might not be laziness, stress, or age catching up to you. It could be something much simpler and far more common than that. Most men in America have never even heard about it, but it affects everything. How you sleep, how you think, how you perform, and even how you feel about yourself. It's a silent deficiency that hides in plain sight, and almost half of all men over 25 are walking around without realizing they're running on empty. You see, energy and focus don't just come from caffeine or motivation. Your body runs on chemistry, on tiny electrical reactions that happen billions of times a second. For those reactions to work, your cells rely on certain key minerals, the spark plugs of your system. And when even one of them goes missing, your body starts to short-circuit. Now here's the shocking part. This particular mineral is found in almost every single cell in your body. Your heart needs it to beat. Your brain needs it to think. Your muscles need it to contract. But modern life, the food we eat, the stress we live under, the way we sleep, is quietly draining it away. So if you've ever thought, why do I feel so drained all the time? You're not alone. Maybe you've tried energy drinks, pre-workouts, or even testosterone boosters, thinking that's the problem. But what if your body's real issue isn't hormones or motivation? It's missing its most basic fuel. Let me tell you a story. Mike is 36 years old. He works full-time, goes to the gym, eats pretty well, and still feels exhausted. He wakes up tired, crashes mid-afternoon, can't focus after 3 o'clock, and even though he goes to bed early, he tosses and turns all night. He's frustrated. He feels like he's aging too fast. He goes to his doctor and says, "I'm just not myself lately." The doctor runs a few tests, looks at the numbers, and says, "Everything looks fine." But Mike doesn't feel fine. Then he finds out what's really happening. He has a deficiency in something he never thought to check. Not iron, not vitamin D, not testosterone, but a mineral called magnesium. Up to 70% of men in the US are magnesium deficient, but very few ever find out. Why? Because it doesn't show up on a standard blood test. Only about 1% of your body's magnesium is actually in your blood. The rest hides in your muscles, bones, and organs. So while you might look normal on paper, your body is running on fumes. Magnesium is like your body's master switch. It activates over 300 different reactions that control everything from how your muscles recover to how your brain signals energy. Without it, your cells can't produce ATP, which is your body's energy currency. It's like trying to run your phone without a battery. That's why men who are low in magnesium often feel constantly fatigued, foggy-headed, anxious, or irritable. It's not in your head, it's in your chemistry. How often do you deal with tight muscles, poor sleep, or constant cravings for coffee or sugar? All of those can be signs your body is begging for magnesium. But the modern world is designed to deplete it. Processed foods strip it out during manufacturing. Stress burns through it faster than almost any other nutrient. Alcohol, caffeine, and even common medications drain your magnesium stores. And soil depletion means even healthy foods don't contain as much as they used to. It's like we're all living in a magnesium desert, wondering why our engines keep stalling. Magnesium isn't just about energy. It directly affects testosterone, focus, and stress levels. Studies have shown that men with higher magnesium levels tend to have higher free testosterone, because magnesium helps prevent testosterone from binding to proteins that make it inactive. In simple terms, magnesium helps keep your testosterone usable. So when magnesium drops, your testosterone effectiveness drops too, and you start feeling sluggish, weaker, and less focused. That brain fog you keep noticing. Magnesium helps regulate your nervous system and calms overactive neurons. Without it, your brain becomes overstimulated, which leads to anxiety, irritability, and that drained feeling you can't shake. If you exercise regularly or have a physical job, you lose even more magnesium through sweat. Combine that with stress and coffee, and you've got the perfect recipe for burnout. So what can you do? Don't just grab any magnesium supplement off the shelf. There are many types, and most of them are useless. Magnesium oxide, for example, is cheap and barely absorbed. What you want are forms like magnesium glycinate, malate, or threonate. They actually get into your cells, where they can do their job. Magnesium glycinate is best for relaxation and sleep. Magnesium malate is great for daytime energy and recovery. Magnesium threonate is the only one that can cross the blood-brain barrier, which means it directly improves memory, focus, and mood. Ideally, you need around 300 to 400 milligrams a day, depending on your body and activity level. You can also get magnesium from foods. Leafy greens, almonds, pumpkin seeds, dark chocolate, and avocado are all rich sources. But our soil today contains up to 80% less magnesium than it did 50 years ago, so sometimes food alone isn't enough. Once men start restoring their magnesium levels, something incredible happens. Within days, they notice they're calmer, their sleep deepens, their mind clears up. Within weeks, their energy starts to rise again, not that jittery caffeine kind, but a steady, natural power that lasts all day. Because magnesium doesn't give you a temporary boost, it gives your body the ability to create real energy again. Remember Mike, the guy who couldn't focus or sleep? After taking magnesium glycinate before bed and eating more magnesium-rich foods, within 2 weeks he said something he hadn't felt in years. I finally feel normal again. That's the power of fixing what's really broken, not chasing symptoms with caffeine, sugar, or quick fixes, but giving your body what it's been missing. Now you might wonder, if this is so important, why doesn't everyone talk about it? Because magnesium doesn't sell like energy drinks or boosters. It's not flashy, it's not trendy, but it's real science and it works. The truth is, most men aren't getting old, they're getting depleted. And when you restore what's missing, everything changes. Your focus sharpens, your mood stabilizes, your motivation returns. Even your workouts improve, because magnesium is essential for muscle contraction and recovery. So if you've been pushing hard, feeling drained, snapping at small things, or wondering why your body feels older than your age, start here. Get your magnesium right. Because real energy doesn't come from hype, it comes from balance. The difference between the man you are and the man you want to be might just be one silent mineral away. If this message opened your eyes, hit the like button, share it with a friend who's been feeling drained lately, and subscribe for more real health fixes every week. Because taking control of your energy starts with understanding what your body truly needs.